So you may face this kind of question in your next interview. It's a very simple program, but it is very popular in interviews of JavaScript. Let's say using closure concept, create a increment decrement counter. Let's take a constant CNT function equals to. So here we are using IAFE concept so that it will be called by itself. So here what we'll do is function, and let's take a variable CNT. Initially it is 0. Now here we would be creating an object. Okay, so let's create an object. This object is having increment, let's say, and here we are putting function, and inside this we are incrementing the value. Cool. Now this function, this object needs to be returned, right? So here what we'll do is we'll put a return keyword. Okay, now this becomes a function value, right? Now here we'll put similarly decrement, and similarly function, and here we'll be putting CNT minus minus. Okay, now let's say you want to reset the value to 0. Function CNT equals to 0. Next we'll create a print function, print, and here similarly we'll create a function, and let's say we'll do console.log counter value would be CNT. Correct? This is fine. Now as we are using IAFE, let's call it. Now we have our function ready. Now let's utilize the CNF function. Now let's call this CNT function and utilize the increment value. Okay, now let's increment. If I'll call this increment, then the value would be incremented by 1. That is fine. But what is the result of it? Let's print it. Dot print. Okay, now let's see. If you'll see the output, it is saying counter is 1. That means from 0 it is incremented to 1. Now let's do 2 times and print again. Okay, now it's supposed to be 3, right? Let's see. Yes, it is 3. Similarly, if I'll do decrement, let's see it is working or not. Decrement, and similarly we'll do the print. See, it is working. Similarly, we can test reset. Cool, it is also working. This CNT is a value that is outside of the scope of these functions, correct? This increment, decrement, reset, and print, these functions are not having the declaration, or they are not owning the CNT variable. So the CNT variable is in lexical environment of these functions. That means it is in the parent function, and these particular functions are basically utilizing it. So this is the closure. To utilize a variable or value from your lexical environment is the concept of closure. So this is how we are utilizing closure here by using the CNT value.